Hi, and welcome to the more 5-minute St. Louis real estate market update for February 2020. I'm Dennis Norman, one of the broker owners at More Realtors, and if you'll give me about 5 minutes of your time, I'll bring you up to date on what's happening in the St. Louis real estate market. However, before I get started though, I want to remind you we are not just the source for St. Louis home prices, sales, and market data. We're also one of St. Louis's premier real estate companies with some of St. Louis's best and most professional agents ready to serve you. Our agents are masters of real estate. You have to be a master of real estate to be in our company. Also, I'd like to invite you to get St. Louis's best real estate search app. That's right, it's even better than Zillow. Check it out. You can obtain it absolutely free, of course, at stlhomesearchapp.com. That's stlhomesearchapp.com. It'll show you the homes for sale around you. You can search a variety of ways. Also, not only does it have everything that's available from the MLS for the area, it is backed by our agents. So you have agents that you can quickly get answers to your questions, book a showing, everything right here in St. Louis. So check it out, stlhomesearchapp.com. So now let me jump into the market data, and I want to point out here, this first chart is for the St. Louis metro area as a whole, the entire MSA. From here, I'll drill down and just focus more on the 5-county core market of St. Louis. But I want to point out all these charts, all the data I'm going to show you is all from proprietary software that we've developed at More Realtors. No one else has it. Only our agents have this software, have these charts, these reports available. We have done this. We went through years of development, a lot of money and time and effort to develop this, but we know just how important it is for our agents and our clients and their clients to have the absolute most accurate, relevant, up-to-date information, and also delivered in a way that makes it the easiest possible to understand it and apply it to your situation. So that's how serious we take this stuff. And anyway, so let's jump right in. This chart here shows the past 25 months, and you can see the normal seasonality with home sales and prices. It's depicted on the chart. Goes up in spring and summer, drops in winter, and goes back up. And you can see there the most recent complete month for January 2020. Median price of homes sold in the St. Louis metro area was 192,000. There were 1,602 sales, and you can see both of those are numbers are up from a year ago. A year ago in in January, it was 185,000 with 1,577 sales. And then you can see the year before, 168. So quite a big jump from 2018 to 19. And so anyway, good numbers there. Now for the rest of the data, I'm going to focus on the 5-county core market, which is the city and county of St. Louis, St. Charles County, Jefferson County, and Franklin County. And what you see here is something else you won't see anywhere else, but it's a year-to-date chart. Shows year-to-date sales for the current year as well as each of the prior 4 years. Now, granted, we're only one full month into the year, so through January, so the year-to-date chart also happens to show the same data as January. But so the line looks a little flat down there, but you can see just looking at the top there, year over year for January, we're about 0.7% behind where sales were this time last year. Over this 4-year period, it's up about 0.5%, so pretty consistent thus far. This is a chart that shows the median price per foot and days on market for each of the prior years, so current year and the prior 4 years. And I drew a vertical red line there so you can see a year ago, and the purple line on top is the sold price per foot, and the brown line on the bottom is how long it took to sell. And you can see I've also added a couple of lines there. That orange line shows what prices have done, the trend line of prices over time there, and the purple line shows you nothing because I put it in the wrong spot. But anyway, but you can see that days on market is still low. It was 47 days on market is what it took for homes to sell in the current month. And a year ago it was 40, prior to that 39, 38. So staying pretty consistent. You can see on the bottom the prices per foot, just slow, steady normal increase. Now here's something that's really kind of a leading indicator. It's our trend chart. So this goes back for 5 years, but it shows home sales for the St. Louis 5-county core market, and each month depicts or plots the prior 12-month sales. So this takes out that seasonality, the up and down that you get in summer and spring, and this is looking more at the trend. And so you can see, we've definitely trended way upward over the past 5 years. Kind of peaked out, and it's come down a little bit, which is to be expected. But look all the way over to the right. You can see we took a big jump after December. We closed out 2019 strong. That trend picked up, and it looks like it's holding steady too. So very optimistic. I'm very optimistic about 2020. Looks like we're off to a good start going into the year. So that's good news. Here's our STL market report. Again, something you won't see anywhere else. This is a real good way to get a snapshot look at the market. A little more of a macro level. We can do these for you by school district, city, zip, county. This one's for the 5-county core area. We go across the top. What it does is it takes the most recent 12-month period and compares it to the prior 12-month period. So it's much better than just looking at year over year at the same month. So you can see in the past 12 months, home sales were down just about 0.5%. Very small amount. And you can see prices were up about 5.5%. So just a little higher than a historical norm, but very solid. Go down to the bottom line there. You can see there's still only a 2.2 month supply of homes for sale in this 5-county core market. So still very low. Median time on the market about 3 months. That's grown a little bit, but still very low. Speaking of month supply, here's a table that shows the month supply by county. And you can see when you look over to the right there, most of them are under 6 months. 6 months, 5-6 months, somewhere around there would be kind of a balanced market, not favoring buyers or sellers. Everything below that definitely favors sellers. Everything above that 5 or 6 month mark would favor buyers. And you can see the Calhoun County, Illinois, has got like a 12-month supply. Bond, Illinois has an 8-month supply. Clinton, Illinois. So there's several Illinois counties that are higher, but the Missouri counties are all quite low, down in that seller's market range. So that's just continued for quite a while. Some more good news are mortgage interest rates. Here's a chart from that shows the 30-year fixed rate mortgage interest rates from Freddie Mac. And you can see the most recent period reported February 6th. It was 3.45%. I mean, that is just low. I showed you the recent high, which wasn't that long ago, back in November of 18. So about 13 months ago, it was 4.94%. That's a 1.5 higher, 1.5% higher. Let me show you how that works out. That gives you more buying power. This is why right now is a great time to buy, because of the increased buying power you've got. Let's just look at where it was about 13 months ago. $250,000 home loan at that rate, at that time, 4.94%, would have cost you a payment of $1,333. Today, that same loan amount at the current interest rates, $1,115 a month. That's $218 a month savings. That's significant. Or to look at it a little different way, let me show you what the buying power is. That same $1,333 payment that just 13 months ago would have allowed you to borrow $250,000. Today, it'll let you borrow almost $300,000. That's a lot more buying power. $48,705 more buying power to be exact. And the good news is you can say, well, heck, if I'd have bought back then, no, prices would have been less. Oh, that's right. They would have been less, but prices have not went up almost 20%, which is what your buying power went up. So that house that was $250 back then, overall average with a $1,333 payment, it's about $265 or so now. So instead of a $1,333 payment, it'd be an $1,183 payment today. So even though you missed buying the house at a lower price and you got to pay a higher price for the house, thanks to interest rates, you're saving a boatload of money. So now is the time. Hey, if you're in the market, check out St. Louis's best home search site, stlouisrealestatesearch.com. This is the official St. Louis real estate search site. Yes, it's trademarked. See the R there? We own the trademark because this is stlouisrealestatesearch.com. When you go there, You'll find there's a handy 800 number at the top. You can call it. It will not go to a foreign call center. It'll go to an agent right here in St. Louis. You might even talk to me. Me and my business partner answer the phone, or agents answer the phone. You can connect with an agent via phone. It's got live chat on it. You can connect via live chat as well. Also, you can find your home's value online in under a minute by going to stlouishouseprices.com, stlouishouseprices.com. Looking for open houses? We also happen to have St. Louis's favorite open house site, stlouisopenhouses.com, stlouisopenhouses.com. Even better yet, we have open house reports, customized open house reports. You can go to stlopenhousereport.com, stlopenhousereport.com. We can create these for you. Specific types of property. Maybe you only want to see atrium ranches with 3-car garages and one of 2 or 3 school districts or whatever, or some specific area. We can customize these things for you, send you a link to them. They're always up to date. So there you go. We're More Realtors. We're here ready to help you. Give us a call, 833-383-MORE, or visit us at stlouisrealestatesearch.com. Thank you, and until next month, God bless you.